Hello. Bit of mindful music there for us to listen to. Beautiful, cheery tune. So, welcome to another 5-minute live about a given topic around meditation or mindfulness. We'll just stop that music. I hope you are all well and enjoying your day today. So, if you remember, yesterday we spoke a little bit about what is mindfulness. And we spoke a little bit about how mindfulness is actually an accumulation of your awareness, so your consciousness, being alive, being here, being now, and a little bit about focusing that being here, being now on a subject or a topic or a thing or a person or a conversation or whatever it is that you are doing. And then the third aspect of really what mindfulness is was do you remember to carry on in that loop? Do you remember to keep yourself focused and aware? So today, what I would like to share with you, and be really great as well to get your thoughts on this, to get your comments if you have any. I've got another screen open here, so if you are going to type away in the chat, I will be able to hopefully see you. So, how does mindfulness help you? What is it that mindfulness can do to assist the quality of your life? So I thought we'd just touch on this subject in these mindful 5 minutes here. And I can share a lot of experiences about mindfulness and how it's helped myself, but I'd love to hear what you think as well. Okay. So, this is typically what happens to most people on a day to day basis, which is they get stuck in a kind of autopilot. So, you know what I mean, right? You might be at work, or you might be doing your chores at home, or you're doing this and you're doing that, and you're stuck in this loop. You're not really applying your awareness or your attention. You're kind of just drifting away somewhere, aren't you? Your body is doing its own thing, whether it's ironing or washing up, or whether you have the capacity to be able to do some kind of work without really focusing your attention, and you're lost, aren't you? And before you know it, the time has drifted away. Now, what tends to happen is that when you go into a kind of autopilot, so do your thoughts. Okay. And all kinds of stuff starts popping up in your mind. And you kind of lose track of it, and off you go. You're thinking about this and you're thinking about that. And, you then become very, very stuck in those thoughts. And before you know it, you're so stuck in those thoughts that you end up making yourself super, super stressed and wound up. And then you think about it more. And then curiously, you start thinking about it a little bit more and a bit more and a bit more. So, mindfulness really can help you break free from that kind of looping, that autopilot of thoughts that are not really very, very helpful. So, the important thing to remember, of course, about mindfulness always and all the time is mindfulness isn't focused on fixing anything. Okay, it's not a antidote to anything in particular, or particular actually, but it's got an emphasis on acceptance. So mindfulness gives you a emphasis on certain acceptance, okay? Because you're stopping the mind going around in this looping autopilot of thoughts that aren't particularly helpful. And that emphasis on acceptance allows you to look at your circumstances in your life a bit more objectively, which I think is very, very helpful. So, when I'm doing and teaching meditation and mindfulness, I'm looking at those little cues there, the emphasis on acceptance. And some things you can accept in life and some things you cannot. But let's have a look at some of the bits and pieces that mindfulness can help you with when it comes to accept. So, by being mindful, by being aware, by focusing your awareness on a given topic, subject, or situation, it allows you, it kind of gives your mind, space to heal. Maybe you have a sore throat, maybe you have a twisted ankle, maybe you are feeling particularly anxious. And by being by being mindful, you allow your body, your mind, your soul to accept those things, to deal with those things. You give them a bit of space to say, okay, I've got a sore throat, or I have twisted my ankle, or yes, I am anxious, and that's okay. That's okay that I kind of feel that way at this moment in time. And by allowing yourself to open your awareness to those kinds of acceptances means you stop getting stressed. Okay. So when I say you're giving yourself space to heal, you're giving yourself space not to become particularly stressed. So there we go. Number one, I don't think I'm going to remember these, but I will write in the order that I'm going to give them. So I might just write it down actually. So number one is it gives you space to stop getting stressed about things. Okay, because you're focusing your attention and awareness. Now, the second thing that mindfulness can really help you with is it encourages you to relax. Okay. And mindfulness isn't about relaxation per se, but really relaxation is a super welcome byproduct of mindfulness. So there we go. Telling myself to be mindful. Yeah, that comes into that loop we spoke about, the three components of mindfulness, which was awareness, attention, and remembering. Thanks for sharing that. That's really, really great. Okay. So mindfulness, the byproduct is it allows you to relax because you're becoming more of a conscious observer about what it is that you're going through in your life. And that can be quite relaxing. I'm going to give you an example, actually. So if you're ever a passenger in a car, or you're ever on a train and you're rolling through the countryside and you stare out the window, it's very relaxing. Well, it is for me. I know it is for quite a lot of other people as well. Seeing the hills roll by and all the different colors and the sky. So that same principle is something that is applied to mindfulness. Being aware and focused on you, your environment, allows you to become a bit more objective in what it is that you are viewing in your life, and that becomes very, very relaxing because we like to look at things, don't we? We like to observe stuff. So you're slowing down, taking time to notice things, and the very nature of us being human is that we like to. We're curious. We like to look at things. We find it relaxing to watch. Another thing that mindfulness can do to help you in your life is it actually over time improves your focus. So if you have focus waning as an issue that you'd like to address, mindfulness is definitely for you. What mindfulness does is it gives you that focused attention on the task in hand, or the issue in hand, or the thought at hand, and it allows you to complete that one task, that one thing completely, fully aware, fully conscious, fully focused. You're going to start it and then you're going to finish it. And that onsets an enormous sense of well-being because you've accomplished something. And humans love to accomplish things. They love to tick boxes, don't they? And that sense of achievement in turn helps you improve your focus because you want that feeling of achieving things. So that was number 3 on the list, wasn't it? It improves your focus. Number 1, it gives you space to heal. It gives you time to think about what it is that needs thinking about in your circumstances in life, whether you've got a bruised toe or whatever it is. By giving yourself that mindful focus on your body avoids high stress and the onset of high stress. It encourages a relaxation because you're a viewer of what's going on in your life rather than being kind of involved in it in such intensity. Now, here's a great example, like a tumble dryer. Okay. You can either be the cloth inside the tumble dryer, not really knowing what's going on, or you can be the person watching the cloths go around in the tumble dryer. Okay. Now, there's a phrase, isn't there? You can't see the woods for the trees. That's a similar kind of thing. So when you gain perspective through mindfulness, It creates this byproduct of relaxation. And then number 3, of course, was it improves your focus, because you're able to achieve one thing at a time. You're focused on achieving one thing at a time. Now, number 4 is wisdom revealed, as I call it. You've actually got time to consider, think about, and I always encourage people to think about things, because you're able to, I'm going to say handle. I'm not quite sure if that's the right word, if that's the word I wanted to use, but I'm going to use it anyway. You're able to handle your thoughts and your emotions a lot more skillfully. Okay. And when you can do that, when you're able to discern your thoughts, your emotions skillfully, it gives you a bit more space to apply wisdom in your life. Do the right thing. Do the right thing at the right time, because you're fully aware of what it is that you are doing. And of course, number 5, shall we say? Number 5, you get the time to discover yourself as well. You get to learn what it is that makes you happy, what it is that you need to avoid in your life, and of course, what it is that you're all about, and what you want your soul mission to be in life, your purpose. And it's different for everyone, and everyone goes for their own unique circumstances or situations, or life. Everyone has their own life. It's your life. You need to focus on what it is you're going to do with it. You need to know where you've come from, where you are now, and where you're going. Very, very important. So there we go. So mindfulness avoids you from being stuck in a kind of autopilot loop that we get stuck in, that mindless loop. And we're able to focus a lot more on creating space to heal by being focused on things and not getting stressed, because we can put things into really clear perspective and understand them. We encourage relaxation because we become the viewer, not the participant in what it is that we're doing in our life. It allows us to improve our focus because we are concentrating on one thing at a time, and we're achieving one thing at a time. It feels really good, right? And then it allows us to be a bit more wise with our life, because we're handling our emotions and our thoughts very, very skillfully. And then finally, discovery. Yep. So you're able to discover a little bit more about yourself. There we go. I've gone slightly over the mindful 5 minutes, and it's turned into the mindful 13 minutes, or 13 minutes and 13 seconds. So maybe I wasn't being particularly mindful. I hope you've enjoyed this really short episode, and look out for more exciting topics covering mindfulness and meditation. You can drop me a line. Please share this little video if you think it helps. Anybody, give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. Shout out if you're watching it as a replay. Drop your comments below. How do you use mindfulness to help you? I'd super love to hear. So until next time, keep smiling, take your peace with you wherever you go, and I hope you have a absolutely fantastic day ahead. So until next time, see you later. Bye. He says he's got to get better at these slides. Here we go.